ကျွန်တော်ကဒီ online ပေါ်မှာပုံရိပ်ဆိုတဲ့ကြပြတစ်ပုဒ်တင်ခဲ့တယ်ပေါ့အဲ့
Aung San Suu Kyi is a poet who posted what was viewed as a somewhat controversial poem on the internet. He was convicted of criminally defaming former President Thein Sein in this poem. He was charged under Section 66D of the Telecommunications Law, which is a law that's been frequently used against those who on social media post things that are viewed as critical or even just insulting of the government or the military. He served more than 6 months in prison for posting this poem.
အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်ပြောချင်တာကဒီကြပြတစ်ပုဒ်ပေါ်မှာဒီလိုကြီးလာတရားဆွဲတာတော့လုံးဝမတရားဘူးပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်တို့ကိုယ်တိုင်ဒါကဒီလွတ်လပ်စွာထုတ်ဖော်ပြောဆိုခွင့်နေကျွန်တော်ဘယ်လိုအမှုပညာလွတ်လပ်ခွင့်နေရှိနေပြီဆိုတော့အထင်နဲ့ကြပြဒီကြပြကိုဒီလိုပဲလွတ်လပ်အေးဆေးပဲရေးခဲ့တာဖြစ်တယ်ပေါ့
Since 2011, there's been a loosening of the restrictions on speech and protest in Burma. And as a result, the media, activists, ordinary citizens have become more outspoken and felt more able to express their opinions and to criticize the government. But unfortunately, those who criticize the government or the military have frequently found themselves in prison. They're charged under a range of overly broad and vaguely worded laws that restrict peaceful speech and peaceful assembly.
We are just peacefully protesting. We are walking Mandalay to Rangoon. So we walk very peacefully. Police start violence by themselves and then they accuse us with violence act.
The protest with which Phyo was involved was violently dispersed by the police in March 2015, and she and over 100 other students were arrested and imprisoned.
People are very active in democracy, so that's why they're afraid on that. So they try to stop the students by threatening and by threatening to the people. That's by arresting us.
ကျွန်တော်တို့ပြီးခဲ့တဲ့2015 June 30မှာကျွန်တော်တို့တင်းကြီးရှိရနေပြီးတော့မြို့တော်ခမ်းမရှိတီကိုကျွန်တော်တို့ပွဲဒီပုံချိန်ကဥပဒေပြင်ဆင်နေတယ်လွတ်တော်ရဲ့တက်မသား25ရာခိုင်နှုန်းထွက်သွားရေးဆန္ဒပြတယ်
Zaire Lewin was charged under a very broadly worded provision of the Penal Code that makes it a crime to say something that might cause someone else to somehow upset the public peace. It's a law that's been repeatedly used against those who criticize the government or the military. He was also charged under Burma's overly restrictive peaceful assembly law.
ဖမ်းခံရတဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့အစိုးရကလည်းကြိုတင်တွေးထားပြီးသားဒီလုပ်ငန်းတွေလုပ်လို့ရှိရင်ဒါတွေနဲ့ပတ်သက်ရင်ဒီထောင်ထဲကိုရောက်မယ်ဆိုတော့လေသိထားတဲ့အတွက်တော့ဘာမှတော့ထူးခြားခံစားမှုမရှိဘူးဒါပေမဲ့ဖမ်းခံရတဲ့ပုံစံဖမ်းခံရတဲ့ပုံမှဖြစ်တဲ့အကြောင်းအရာပေါ်မူတည်ရဲ့ဟာတော့ဒီနိုင်ငံတော့တရားမျှတမှုမရှိတဲ့ဖမ်းဆီးမှုနဲ့တရားစီရင်မှုလို့ပဲကျွန်တော်ပြောချင်တယ်ဆိုတော့တရားရုံးရှေ့ရုံးထောင်ချနေတဲ့ကာလမှာတရားရုံးရှေ့ရုံးကိုအမှုရင်ဆိုင်ရတယ်ပုံမှ10ခုကျော်နဲ့တရားရင်ဆိုင်ရတယ်ထောင်ထဲမှာ6လနေရတယ်
After Aung San Suu Kyi's NLD-led government came to power in March 2016, many of those arrested under these laws by the prior government were released in prisoner amnesties. But the laws used to imprison them remain on the books, and people continue to be arrested and prosecuted for peaceful speech and assembly. The new government should quickly move to make freedom of speech a reality in Burma by amending or repealing all laws that criminalize peaceful speech or assembly.